Hello, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Nara, and here we're discussing astrology, spirituality, psychology, self concept, manifestations you name it. It's a different setting. It's a different setting tonight rather, but I just wanted to, being a Taurus moon, getting into my comfort zone, I need to challenge my comfort zone because that's how I stay creative. Here I am. Manipulate my own chart, but this is how I teach people. This video, out of nowhere, I was just very inspired to talk about Pluto moon opposition because this aspect has been so personal for me. I have this aspect in the second, eighth house axis, but I not only have this aspect, it's a stellium aspect for me. And it's Scorpio Taurus houses, okay, for me. It's pretty intense, and I really wanted to talk about this one because I feel like I do have experience in talking about this placement, and I also want to share my story and make you understand that you're not alone in what you're going through. What is Pluto opposite moon? Is the most difficult placement out of all. I'm not gonna lie, I thought that there's no difficult placements, that you can work through every single placement, but unfortunately you're unable to work through each and every placement as easily, which is going to mess up with you on a constant basis, which you need to find a different way of dealing with these things. It's the tendencies that we have to change. Moon opposite Pluto, I don't care what sign your moon is in, you carry a lot of Plutonic energy and Scorpionic energy, maybe even more than a Scorpio sun in a lot of ways. This gives a lot of, no matter the signs in which these planets are in the aspect, you are more of a Scorpio moon. What does moon opposite Pluto does? Moon is emotions, it's our habitual state of being, it's our ability to relax, to be with ourselves, it's when we feel the most comfortable. That's the moon, right? But having Pluto, which is the opposite of being passive, the opposite of being relaxed at home and enjoying the present moment, Pluto needs to be intense and feel intense about certain things because Pluto wants you to have control and power, but not in this way. But having this opposition or even square implies that the control and power is taken the wrong way. We don't like to get emotionally attached to people because we think that they're going to take advantage of us. And that's why we're constantly on the alert on emotional level, whether we're giving our power away or not. Because for us, feeling emotional and vulnerable with another person requires us to put our power and ego aside. When we're vulnerable, these people, they can't, and me, including me, right? I have a big placement. We can't really be vulnerable because that's taking our power away. But I'm just saying it and it may sound okay, but in reality, it's not. It does not feel okay because you can't even trust the people who actually want the best for you. And trust me, I've done my shadow work, and even still, I can't trust a person who is fully committed, even when they're fully committed, I still have those doubts about them. And that's what I'm Taurus moon. And that's what moon opposite Pluto does. I'm a Taurus moon, but I never really felt like a Taurus because Taurus moon is all about being sensual, relaxed, being in the present moment, which I do have. But like whenever I would like settle into that Taurus relaxing side, something would happen. Like we experience constant crisis throughout our life, and we are the strongest motherfuckers on earth with this aspect. They attract the weakest fucks, and the reason being is because we've gone since childhood, our security was undermined, we were not protected in the way we as children wanted. We did not get the structure about how to act in the world and what is going on. Like we were in the dark about things. There was a lot of secrets in these types of families where there was just on a surface level things happening, but you could feel like they're not touching certain important foundational questions or codes of behavior. Nothing. You're just like constantly walking on eggshells. As a child, you learn that behavior, that response, walking on eggshells, expecting danger because you never knew what you're gonna get from your mother. You never knew because that's mommy issues right motherfucking here. Sorry for cussing out because I'm like that. I also have Rahu in the second house. And the people who have Rahu in the second house, you guys get me. Because we are blunt as fuck. And we cuss out. This is how Scorpio, the real talk. We don't sugarcoat. And I'm sure the moon opposite Pluto, you guys have this. But trust yourself. Speak your truth, because Pluto don't like superficiality. You will never get rid of your emotional burdens, inability to settle in the present moment and feel good and just relax, because you're so connected to your body, to the pleasures and pains, what's good and what's not good more than other people. It's like a scorpionic thing. And on the axis we have Taurus, and Taurus likes to settle in, connected to body, and whenever Taurus doesn't feel good, it's being taken out on body. Taurus knows whenever something is going on, whether it's good or bad, because they're connected to their body. But imagine having Pluto, which is creating that emotional intensity. You guys can't really relax at all because of these childhood experiences that programmed you incorrectly, meaning that you constantly expected danger, threat, in the background. Your mom or dad even was not predictable in the family, or the money was the issue. There was not exact structure in the house. It was just like guessing, oh, should I do this, should I do that? You do this and then you get beaten up, or you do that, and it created that defense mechanism where you constantly experience this anxiety throughout your life and just expecting crisis situations to happen. Because why? Because you need to be prepared, right? So because one time as a child you were not prepared, and it put you even in a weaker position, right? Remember, Pluto power. For you to emotionally feel secure, you need to constantly, look, it's not that's how the child got it, but that's not how we actually deal with it. How we really deal with it is we understand that we need control and we can't relax, because it's just the conditioning of the expectation of something that might happen. And if you're unprepared, then you're going to lose your emotional autonomy. Then you're going to be put on the weaker position, because that's what happened to you. Imagine this opposition is going to fuck with you entire life. And I'm talking entire life, until you change how you look at it, how you relate to it, because it's a personal planet involved. It's your moon. When moon is involved in hard aspects such as opposition or square, and conjunctions can go both ways. It can go either good or bad. But if you have conjunction with a opposition, it's even, oh, that's what I have. It's like you guys need to develop this ability, release control, and trust your intuition that you will know how to deal with this. You don't have to constantly think and feel intensely, because these feelings, they spur even more logic and more emotions. It's just that constant loop, and we create these stories, and then we constantly think that we are undermined in terms of security. We can't settle in our bodies. And I'm here to tell you that you're not alone. I've been through a lot of shit. My first danger appeared at 5, and it never ended. You created that anxiety feeling, anxious feeling in my stomach that I carry until 30, and I'm almost 30. Do you know what I mean? And it feels exact same anxiety that I've experienced when I was 5. Do we really know everything? Do we really know the brain? I love you, and I hope you like this video. I will be releasing more about this one. It was just out of the blue in my car. I really hope you resonate with it. Let me know in the comment section. Thank you all very much for watching. I'll definitely see you in my next video. Don't forget to follow.